Hello and welcome to another Daily Dose of Insights powered by Container Exchange. My name is Christian, and every other day we bring to you the key news, stories, and data points that move container markets and hence your business. Today it's Wednesday, so we typically look at a few specific trade routes, locations, indicators in terms of container prices, leasing prices, etc., to see what the market is doing and maybe to derive a couple of strategies for you. Let me quickly share my screen to show you what I'm talking about. So as usual, we start with a quick look at our exchange sentiment index, where we ask industry participants concurrently what they believe the market will do in the coming weeks. Will prices increase, decrease, or stay flat? And out of that, we essentially calculate an index, and a reading above 0 means that the majority of participants, of stakeholders, is positive or has a positive sentiment, thinking that prices will increase. So as you can see here, since about July, sentiment in the industry has been overarchingly positive, and traders and leasing companies are expecting a price increase. That hasn't really happened so far, with a few notable exceptions. And now let me quickly share sort of a live view on our application, sort of course a little bit of a marketing plug here. So here we are looking at trading data for 40-foot high cube cargo in Moscow, Shanghai, and Antwerp, actually, since the beginning of this year. And as what you can see, and we talked about this previously, that prices in Moscow, this is the light blue line, have deteriorated significantly. So from a height of, from beginning of the year, around about $1,300, $1,400 US, now to only around about $500 to $580 for 40-foot high cube, notably. And that's, of course, due to the significant imbalance that Russia nowadays has with China importing a lot of containerized goods and exporting only energy, essentially. But what you also see here is that price in Antwerp, this is the dark green line, is deteriorating also, albeit at a slower pace than Moscow. And in China, in Shanghai, actually the price trend has turned around since about July. So here actually, sort of if we look at the correlation with the sentiment index, we see that since about July, the traders have actually been correct. So prices have been increasing relatively steadily to now around about 1,500, 1,600 US dollars. So very, very interesting. If we then look at the leasing trends, and now here I've looked at the same equipment, so 40-foot high cube, from Shanghai to both Antwerp and Moscow, because those were the three locations that we looked at previously, you see a very, very interesting sort of picture where the pickup charge to be paid for 40-foot high cubes from Shanghai to Moscow, this is the light blue line, has been skyrocketing, really. So that we're now at about $1,300 to $1,400 just for a one-way move into Moscow. And that's, of course, clear if you look at the price difference and also at the expected further deterioration, or the implicit further deterioration of prices in Moscow. It's just very, very difficult to get containers out of Russia right now for obvious reasons. So traders are pricing that in, and so that's why you have to pay at such a high pickup charge. On the other hand, you see sort of pickup charges into Antwerp actually decreasing over time, meaning that it becomes increasingly attractive for traders to either reposition their units against a charge. So here now this is about $500. This is more than the price delta between Antwerp and Shanghai. Again, if we look at this, we have $1,500 to $1,000. So roundabout actually the price delta. This is it, but there is no further premium there for risk or the like, which we could interpret as an incentive to actually get the boxes out of the depots onto the water, at least have them utilized, save on depot storage fees, and just get them moving. That's sort of at least my interpretation here. As usual, if you want to learn more, check out Insights by Container Exchange, where we can play around with the data here. There's also some data about freight rates powered by Freightos, port analytics data, etc., etc. So quite a bit of interesting data to play around. Cool. That's it from me, from us for today. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of the week, and stay safe.